My system has come around the corner again, and it is showing me that it's time to prepare. And even if I'm not actually trading these coins and I'm just paper trading them and they're just in my spreadsheet, or even if I just have the tiny trade over in my copy trading account, I want to follow up with these so that I can look back in 6 months and say, was I in the right place at the right time? Did my system catch these moves? I want to be there and I want to track it. So in today's video, I'm going to go through coin after coin after coin because I have to go through all the coins that are in alert status and make sure that this alert that I have in my spreadsheet isn't stale. Maybe the prices come down and that'll be the wrong place for an entry. So I have to double check all of the alert status coins. And I want to see all the stage 2 coins. Those are the coins that we have a hold status, but they are not profitable enough for the stop loss to be above the entry. So there's 2 different groups of the stage 2 coins. Oh, by the way, you don't have to watch through the whole video to get all this stuff. All you have to do is leave a comment down below, spreadsheet, and I will send you a link. That's all you have to do. And then when I send that comment, you'll get an email and you can just go to the link and get all the good stuff. Because the stage 2A coins, there are 39 of them, and altogether they're at minus 15% on average for all of them. So if that goes down further, those will get kicked out at more loss. So I want to check those. But the stage 2B coins, there are 18 coins that are in profit. And on average, they average out to 12% profit on all of them. So I want to go and check the stop loss on them and get the stop loss above the entry on those. But now, the most important ones for me are these stage 3 coins. They're in profit, stop is above the entry, price has probably come down a little bit, and I want to see if this is the coin to be adding on to now so that our position size is larger on these coins without increasing our risk. By going through this whole process, oh man, it has been painful these last few years, but when it does turn the corner, we're going to catch those ones. When they pull back, we're going to add on to those, and that's going to filter us to have a better than market average return on our investments. And the copy trading account is already up over 300% from this time last year by following this system. So it really does work, but you got to be there to work it. It's super hard when there's so many coins, but let's go through them all. I'm going to start off at 1 inch, and I have my spreadsheet over on the other side, and I can see right away that this alert is still valid. I don't want to touch that. This one's good. AAVE. I can't add on to this one yet, even though it could consolidate and take off. I want it to give me a further pullback before I'm going to be adding on. So even if this one takes off, I'll wait for it. It might take a little bit longer for it to do an extreme move up and then the extreme move back where I'll be adding on. This isn't good enough. It's good. I don't have to do anything. That's good. ACA is also in alert status in the spreadsheet, and I'm not going to do anything with it. I should probably take it out of alert status and clear that because I'll have to watch that one. I'm not going to change anything. ACH, nothing doing there. It's still not giving me a formation that I can do. Getting closer on ADA. What have I got? This is in hold status and it's minus 12%. So the stop loss is down below and there's nothing to do but just hold our breath. And as it goes up, it'll be a while before I can add on to any of these coins that are in stage 2A. So if I go back to the spreadsheet in the website, these are the pro alerts here. So if you're a subscriber to the pro alerts, you get access to the spreadsheet that gives you all the details. So here's ADA, and I've got the risk set way back on this one. Open profit and loss is minus 12%. This is just an estimate, it's not real. And then we can go to the screenshot itself to see what this was when we set out, wow, way back in June. So just got in there and just riding it out, not doing anything. I moved the stop loss way back and I'm just sitting on this. It's a few dollars and there's just nothing to do on it. Next one is AGLD. It's also in hold status and at a bit of a loss. You can see in the chart here there's nothing to do. Alice coin is pulled back and it is in alert status. I've transitioned, so I'm writing the alerts on this chart that gives us the on-balance volume so that when I do have an alert that is sent out through Digital Currency Traders, the website, any of the pro alerts that go out as a hold status here, like FIS, now I'm including the on-balance volume in the screenshot. Then I give the screenshot to ChatGPT and I ask ChatGPT to analyze the chart and give us its review without looking at my trade signal. So here's what it says, whatever, I don't even look at it really. And then here's our links, and here is what I did for the alert based on that chart pattern. And all of those are now put into the spreadsheet using the on-balance volume. So some of these alerts I did a while ago, and they don't have the on-balance volume in the alert signal. But now I was using RSI. Now I'm using this one. Alpha, nothing doing. It is in alert status. So it'll wait till it breaks above those entries, and okay, that work has been done. Stage 1 of that trade has been done. The copy trading account will trigger that if there's any equity available when that trade signals. If not, it just signals and it's in the spreadsheet and we watch it. This one I don't have an alert for. I've been waiting for this one to do something different. I like the volume that we got. I like that it's come back and it's giving us stacked 1, 2, 3s now. It's holding above support and resistance. So now it's giving a springboard trade entry, which is not the normal 1, 2, 3 on the 4-hour time frame or 12-hour time frame using the 60/20 EMA like we do with the AltSeason Copilot. This is a standard, and that's all we do with this, entries and exits along with the TA. But the Pro Alerts gets a little bit more specific, and I can nail down this a lot better. So we're at 0.12341009 for the stop, and 1349, 0.12341349 for the entry, and then the stop loss will be 0.1234, way up there. I want that to be at least 300%. Not much more than that though. So I've got it set at 400% at 67. Way up there. So if it does a spike up to, wow, only up to 67, we'll get stopped out. This is what I consider to be a popcorn strategy, that if it popcorns, I want to grab that because I do expect it'll come all the way back down. So if it does a 300-400% move, I want to grab it just like that. It's one of the caveats in the system. And this caveat, this filter, really pays for so much of the small losses all the way along, that just a couple of these pays for 20 or 30 of those small losses. And it really, on statistical average, this is what the long tail distribution of returns, this is where the statistics comes in to really tip the favor into our strategy. Okay, I didn't finish APE yet. So I have to put in here Springboard and then set it to alert status. And that gets fired out and sent out to our Discord. So all of the Pro Alert subscribers get that notification over on Discord. And it'll also reload in the website. It should pull it in. So there we go, there's today. So here are all the details. The risk is 25% on that one. And we can open this up in a new tab. And there is the alert there. So as soon as it goes into hold status, let's go back to APE. As soon as it goes into hold status, this is where you can start using rule number 1, which means that you reduce or remove your position unless it proves you correct. You just assume that you are wrong when you put on a trade, and you reduce or remove your position unless it proves you correct. So as soon as this triggers us in, then our job is to manage risk, is to kick this up and bring this up and to manage that risk. What I'm doing is keeping the position size small enough that I can keep the stop loss back at least 2 technical levels behind price, and it doesn't always work for me. Bell kicked us out. I got into it earlier here. Price moved up, so I moved the stop loss 2 technical levels below price, and it came back and stopped me out. If I had left my stop back further, then I could be going into stage 4 of the trade on this one. I could be adding on, and I could be larger on this trade because it proved me correct. But I got those parameters a little bit wrong, and I'll have to start again on this trade. So there's an example of trying to add on correctly. So now we're back to ape. And for this, it'll be a while before we add on. It'll have to break out, pull back, and then consolidate before we can consider it. So nothing to do with API 3. Do I have anything on API 3? So I do have an alert on that API 3, and I don't like it. It's probably because we've got new lower lows. I have to remove, that is a stale alert. So I have to remove it from the spreadsheet and make sure that that does not fire, because if it does wick us up, it's probably going to come and wick down. So I'll wait for that bit of noise now that it's dipped to a new low versus Bitcoin. I don't want to be working with these coins so much as the coins that held above the August. Well, that's last year. So here are the coins that I want to be working with. The ones that held above August, they held above September, and they held above this dip here. If they've held above this and we have the on-balance volume in our favor, then we can be looking at adding on or grabbing those ones. This, I'm just going to filter out. We can look at it again a little bit later. APT. So it's in hold status. We're up 33%. It is in stage 2B, which means that it's in profit. The stop is still back below the entry. So I have to move the stop. I should move the stop loss now up above the entry. So I'll move it 1 Satoshi just above the entry. So it's 11,252 instead of 11,251. That brings that up into stage 3 of the trade, and nothing to do on that. We go to the alerts page. This is public, where you can just go to intro-to-cryptos.ca/alerts, and it'll show you all of the coins in our portfolio that are over 31% in hold status right now. So what are we just looking with? APT. So it's up 33%, and I just moved the stop loss up, so it's now finally into stage 3 of the trade. Here's the original entry. 1, 2, 3. The EMAs are crossing over. It's like obvious in hindsight, always. But I had to give it the breathing room. I had to leave that stop loss down below the entry and just ignore it for that 6 weeks, 7 weeks before it got up high enough that I could get my stop loss just above the entry. I've only managed risk on this, and now I'll have to wait quite a while before I'm going to wait for this to pull back again, and then I could look to add on to this specific trade. Beautiful. No idea what will come out of it, but it'll be great bragging rights. I think that's pretty cool. So that's in stage 3 now. This takes a long time to go all the way through, and I'm not going to record the whole thing. What I'll do is I'm going to leave that report for you at the end. If you want it, you can leave a comment down below spreadsheet, and I'll reply to your comment with a link that'll give you the short list of all the coins that are worth watching here today. So that wraps it up for this video. I'm going to keep going on because when I do it by myself, it's way faster, and I can just send you the report afterwards. So thanks for tuning in on yet another cryptocurrency price. It's not a price prediction video. I have no idea where things are going. It's a risk management technical analysis trading system. Yep. Thanks for being here. Trade safe and keep those losses small.